Holy cow! Whoa, 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 cops! This hit harder than the Mustang. Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or this bad mother effer Durango, we get to drive, Kelly. This is your all-terrain nation, and that's right. We are in a 2023 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. And this is one bad mother, and this has been her dream car for quite a while. And you might hear all kinds of race noises, construction noises in the background because we're at a racetrack and they're actually doing some upgrading here. So we just got to work with what we got. But working with what we got, Kelly, is a bad mother effer of an SUV. Yes. This has been on your dream list for quite a while, right?
It has. It has. It definitely has been on that dream list because you all know I like to go fast, but I also love the third row. So I don't know why, I can't tell you. It's just in my brain that I need both.
And this matches everything of your needs,
right? This does everything, it really does.
But we've got an expensive little kitty here, and this kitty likes to claw, as it were, in your wallet because starting out $91,740 for this thing. Now, yes, Dodge, Jeep, they have these performance SUVs that they just make you grin from ear to ear. Mm-hmm. While they may not be practical always at that price especially, it's still a lot of fun. And if you're looking for a performance SUV, I think this might be the one for you. And there might be a collector's item down the road because, Kelly, V8s are going away.
Yep.
Dodge, this is kind of the last fighter for them.
The one that's really trying to hold on tight. They're trying to hold on with all the claws they can, and they're doing it well with this one here.
And the audience for this, they killed it off 2 years ago.
Yep.
Dodge was like, whoops, we'll bring it right back, and it just kind of seems to get one of those year-to-year contract situations where it's an old baseball player that's just might be past his time, but we're just going to keep hanging on to get the sales out of this.
And good news is this is a 2023, but there is a 2024 coming, so stay tuned. Hopefully we get our paws on that one as well.
Right, but as tested, 106,420, but you do get a lot of features. It's an all-wheel drive system in this thing, so it's going to hug the road. Maybe not like a Vet or something would, but it's still going to hug pretty well. You're getting a big 6.2 liter engine in this thing, and Dodge. I'm going to miss Dodge when they don't do V8s anymore because when in doubt, they just throw a V8 in it and just say, "Hey, we'll supercharge the V8. You'll buy it."
We've got this tried and true V8, so let's go ahead and just throw it in.
And buy it they will. So let's walk around this thing. Let's point out some features. She's got to get out on the road with this thing and give it the revvies and have some fun with it. So, without further ado, Kelly, let's get in this, see what makes it so special.
Let's go. So as we get started, we're going to go ahead and talk about the interior of this one. So I will have to say that this one I think has been done right. You've got beautiful black and demonic red leather seats in this one. So, I mean, what's more wild than calling them demonic red? So they're very rusty red, so it's not quite that bright red, and it's also not that super dark red. So it's a perfect combination of the two. All right, so as we get in, we're going to talk about all of the interior. We talked about the seats, the beautiful stitching in the seats, and now we're going to talk about the infotainment system. All right, so in this one, in the infotainment system, you've got a 10.1 screen, you've got the Uconnect in it, and you have CarPlay on this one, Apple CarPlay.
And they gave it Uconnect 5, which is their latest and newest operating system, which is nice because this vehicle is fairly old. It's been around for a while, so I'm happy that they've upgraded that. Now, what they haven't upgraded was the backup camera in this thing because it's still a couple generations old, which is, you're always going forward in this. You're not going backwards, right? But interior of this thing, Kelly, is just, it's freaking amazing, right?
It is. It's done really well. There are mild splashes of shininess in there, which we'll see if it catches a light or two, but you do have your piano finish, which if this one is going to sit like we've talked about, maybe enjoying this one a little bit on the weekends, that type of thing, maybe not get beat up quite as much, but if you're going to do this as your daily, it might see some wear and tear.
Yeah, sometimes the piano finish looks great, and a couple years down the road, it just starts showing a little bit of wear, scratches and stuff. But you're actually getting physical HVAC controls, which I know we mentioned this a lot, which is just a plus, man. I get tired of having to get into a screen to do something with that. This is an all-wheel drive system, so once again, this thing will hug the curves. You did get a nice kind of aggressive-looking shifter there, Kelly, which is nice. You can put it in manual mode, so you can paddle shift, which we've done, and it is a lot of fun. The interior of this, though, I have to say, is a lot like a higher-end supercar. I mean, is it completely there? No. You
Yep.
get some cool carbon fiber features, some raw carbon features in this, and the nice red leather stitching. And for the price, you better get some of those features, right?
You better for that $106,000 price tag.
But this is a 3-row vehicle, which makes you happy that you could put, 6 people easily in here
Yep.
and then scare them trying to get to the ball field, which we like to do. So I want to see Kelly drive this vehicle, and then we got to look at that engine, right? So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, we're going to look at the engine first, so let's go. All right, Kelly, you like to look under the hoods, and I have a feeling you're going to be impressed with this one. So let's open that
Show
door
me
and
all
see
the
what's
rumblies.
got. Ooh, look at that supercharged Hemi. The heat coming off this thing is nuts already because,
Yes.
well, we may have been, having some fun in this thing, but they've somehow crammed all of this under the hood here. So tell me a little bit about it. What impresses you about it? What's going on?
Yeah, so I really like that you're seeing the SRT on the top. You're seeing that Hellcat. Really, it reminds you as if you didn't need to know already.
You're
when
getting
you look under there.
You're getting what you paid for. You
Yes.
want some splash of
For
excitement,
sure.
right?
It's telling you you're a supercharged Hemi, so it's making sure you know that too. So really, it's just a beast under the hood. It's a beast on the streets too.
And if you need to check your oil, you can actually reach that. You're probably going to burn your hand at some point trying to do it.
Right.
Air box, air filter seems to be fairly easy to get to. All your fluids seem, windshield wipe, everything seems actually well thought out and allow you to get to it. Put oil, if this thing does eat oil at some point, you can put some oil back there. So ultimately, and we get hood struts. $106,000, you damn better get some hood struts, right, Kelly?
Yeah. That's something we're starting to see missed in some of the other line of vehicles, and
they just cheapen out.
Yeah, they do, and it's just like, man, it makes all the difference in the world when you pop up that hood.
Right, so now let's walk around this thing, and because styling is where this cat is at. So, being a big, nasty engine, it needs some cooling. So you got ventilation on both and top. And as you can see, bugs hate this thing. We don't want to talk about that. There's bugs everywhere. But the lights of this thing still look great. I've always thought the Durango, even the normal looking Durangos, look great. They even look better when you get a little of this SRT badging in this thing. But Kelly, what's your favorite part of the front end of this vehicle?
I don't know. I think just the combination of it just makes it overall look aggressive. And like you mentioned, the eyes, those lights on it actually go ahead and make you feel even more aggressive as the time goes on. But dropping it down a little bit in the front, but not too much that I'm going to scratch everywhere.
You can actually track. We are at a racetrack. You could actually track this thing and have some fun. As we go around the sides, what would a Hellcat be without the famous Hellcat badging? And I'm going to miss that when they go fully EV. I know they got some other things they're working on. So we got some big beefy Pirellis on this thing. They are a 295, 45, 20 up front, and as you can see, the big Brembo brakes up there, huge, massive disc brakes on this thing because this thing is heavy. And that was one thing was surprising to you is stopping, right?
I was shocked that it stopped so well.
Right, and it's heavy. This is definitely a heavy vehicle.
Yeah, Dave was almost a squished bug on the front end of this thing, and I'm glad those brakes worked well.
Right, but down the siding, nothing crazy, no fender skirts or anything, because this thing is about raw power. Pure Michigan, right, Kelly? This thing is pretty exciting, but I like the racing stripes of it. I would have preferred this to be in black.
Yeah,
I think silver is a great color. Maybe not with their black stripes for me personally, but you get the big exhaust tips back there. You're getting, once again, the SRT badging, the Hellcat badging back here, which I just love. Stellantis as a company just knows how to brand their performance vehicles, whether it be from Jeep or whatever. But I'm curious, is there any room back here? So let's is it? Yeah, maybe. Okay, come up, and there actually is a little bit of room back here. Nothing too crazy. What do we got in what? Push that button. Okay.
All right.
Surprisingly, a little bit of cargo room back there.
And your jack back there.
And of course, these seats, looks like they all pop down there, so we can push that down. You're going to get more space. So if you're going to pick up furniture or whatever might need to do in this, you can actually do it. No tow package in this right now, which is I'm not towing a boat or anything with this. Let's be honest.
Not?
No, I would be okay with that. But the kids' view, this is what the kids are going to look like. They're going to see mom and dad way up there, or mom and mom, whoever up there, enjoying this vehicle, having a blast. And yeah, the kids deserve to be way back here. They can hear the exhaust better, right?
Yeah, that's it. So
that's why that's why this is a third row seating, is so the kids can enjoy the exhaust. But ultimately, a lot of space in this, but that's not what this thing's about. This thing's about pure enjoyment. So let's go get on the roads and enjoy this thing.
Let's do it.
All right, will she give it the beans? Because I have a feeling she will, but let's find out. This is her first test run at this, so what will happen here? Let's find out. I knew she would do that. All right, Kelly, how is driving the Hellcat?
If I had $109,000, this would be in our driveway.
It sounds
Just
so good.
saying.
It just sounds so good as you do pass-bys.
Oh.
But guess what? It's my turn.
No.
Yep.
Do I have to give it back?
Yeah, you gotta give up the driver's seat, because I want to compare this to the Mustang that we've been driving.
Okay.
It is my turn, and Kelly's already informed me it's in sports mode. So to
I
be
did.
cautious.
I gave him a headset.
I don't think she
Heads
thinks
up.
she can. I think I can drive this bad boy, but
No, I just know how. I know how you do, boo. See?
Ooh, to hear this, and I don't think it comes through with the camera very well, but to hear the supercharger, that's what I love all the Hellcat stuff and the TRX and all that, because it's exciting. And we were talking about on our flight out here about it's caveman-like, knowing that I'm pushing the throttle, it's causing the pistons to move, the supercharger to spin. It's like, and it's something that I don't think electric can bring, right?
No, yeah, it definitely doesn't. Like, there's just something very organic about it, for lack of a better word. Like, it's in your bones. Like, you just know that that's what it's supposed to sound like, and that's what's supposed to cause the car to go. And you just get that when you get that in a muscle car, in something that's got that V8 or has more oomph to it than just a push of a button in a cargo.
This is definitely, I've got it in, I'm using paddle shifters now, and it definitely, it's weird to sit higher than like our Mustang, which we have to compare this thing to right now.
Yeah.
But you're sitting higher, but you still get that kind of sports car feel, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ultimately, though, these are a dying breed for a reason. Clearly, this thing, fuel economy is probably 7, something awful, and that's probably on the highway, because you're getting into this thing so much that, I mean, you could use this in daily life, but this is a high-performance vehicle that probably should be in the garage, special occasions, especially the way V8s are dying off, maybe treated with a little respect like that. But once again, if you could find one of these on the used market for $50,000, $60,000, I would say go have a time of your life, grab the kids, scare the wife, scare the partner, whoever.
Wow.
And just get to the vacation spot as fast as possible.